Uttarakhand, the land of beauty, nature, and the lush green Himalayas. We are lucky enough as, in the last few years, our Uttarakhand introduced with the best hospitality brands. Thank you HYATT Regency Dehradun for giving us the opportunity to present and execute our idea for their brand hashtag installation and the hotel launch. We were glad to meet the team of HYATT Regency, though coming from all over India, they all did their best research on Uttarakhand and understood the essence and the aura of the Himalayas. It was really portrayed well from the launch theme they gave us, raw, real and rustic. We presented our idea and installation with a unique combination of a brand hashtag, a Sitout and a photo op. To capture the mood of Uttarakhand and the theme, we decided to play around the natural and the earthen feel of our Himalayas, that is stones, woods, plants and flowers. Himalayan village and the local hilly construction techniques were the best inspiration for us. Life is very simple for the people in the hills. People used to make wire mesh cages to create boundaries around their farms, riverbanks and to make pillars of their houses. We used pine wood and river stones that gives us the impression of high hills and the small tributaries that flow down these steep peaks. The beauty of hills is incomplete without flowers. So we used succulents and flowers as a reference to one of the best sites of Uttarakhand, the Valley of Flowers. Talking about the production, we made the base cage structure with metal pipes and mesh and filled it with river stones to make it steady and load-bearing. Attached with this base, the backdrop was also made using the same metal pipes and mesh on which 3D letter hung with hooks. We covered that base structure with a 14 feet long pine wood seat platform, which accommodates 7 to 8 people easily. The branded hashtag is divided into two segments, hashtag Doon it with and HYATT. For the hashtag and the other alphabets of Doon it with, we have used waterproof ply base covered with pine wood for the 3D lettering and done the same hotel's outdoor wooden beam polish finish. For HYATT, we made the wire mesh cage letters and filled them with river stones. The task we faced was putting up the right plants and succulents as they were to be planted in between the stones, keeping them outside and their roots safe in a soil bag hidden inside in between the stones. So we filled the stones one by one, adjusting the roots and so on. For beautification, we have added a flower bed. The soil is a right mix of organic manure and pesticides to keep the insects and the worms away from the seat platform. Our biggest challenge was to make it aesthetically correct with a finish in a given time. Compared to metro cities, Dehradun is new for these kind of productions. With inexperienced fabricators, carpenters and the production team, it seems almost impossible to do so. Cut-to-cut budget with no margins and lack of time didn't allow us to explore any further experiments. The trust, belief and dedication in each one was the strength that kept us together and we overcome all the pressures and hurdles. Giving suggestions, alternatives, continuous day in day out supervision and round the clock check with a backup plan kept us on the edge all the times. Execution was the key, whether matching the polish of the wood, collecting river stones or getting the right type of succulents and flowers. We have done everything to make it best. After the successful launch, everyone was waiting for the moment, a group picture, sitting on the real installation which has been just on the papers few days back. This smile shows the success and the satisfaction of our dedicated team. A picturesque spot with a hilly backdrop is a perfect site for anyone's frame. By changing the perspective of a normal hashtag into a unique installation and a photo op experience transformed the space. The brand installation has traveled far and wide as it can be seen in the screenshots of few posts, stories, photos and reels of different guests and influencers visited HYATT Regency Dehradun from all over the world. And still awaiting to be captured by many more frames. Feel the nature in the lap of nature and be with inner self while having a pahadi chai.